The comedy of the new Trump impeachment, I have to call it trial by the corrupt Democrats. I've seen the Castro brothers. They're just like the Castro brothers of Cuba. And then you have all these Democrats making all these allegations, unfounded and uninvestigated allegations against the President of the United States. And then they expect the members of the President's party, the members of the Republican Party who sit in the Senate, to cooperate with them in an unconstitutional impeachment of our president, the president of this nation, where there has been no investigation, no corroboration, nothing, no witnesses, and they have not cooperated, and they have not participated, and they have not been inclusive of the Republican minority or equal members in Congress or in the Senate. And they expect the Senate to convict the president of a fraud, a malice, ill-intended impeachment that is totally unconstitutional, and that they have all they have is a hearsay by all these crooks, because that's what I have to call them. If you participate, if you allow yourself, if you have no principles to go there to stand in front of the nation and accuse somebody, in this case the President of the United States, publicly before 325 plus million people, accused the President of the United States who got at least 75, 80 million votes. 75, 80 million votes. Never anybody has been able to achieve that. Even the 70 or whatever millions of votes corrupt China Biden got not because they voted for him. Those are people who are have animosities against the president. That's all. They didn't vote for Biden. I know Biden for the last 45, 50 years, always bad-mouthing, being the whip for Ted Kennedy, his collaborator. That's why they gave him a payback on behalf of Ted Kennedy, and Obama put him as vice president of this nation. Biden, what it was a no-do-nothing Biden, except travel 13 times to Ukraine and 1 time to China with his son. Corrupt crooks, 47 years sitting there, voting against the segregation of our schools, wrote and supported the crime bill that imprisoned more than 3 million black minority people in this country. He's a corrupt, crook, thief. Thank you. And the Congress is what we deserve, because we haven't aligned with Trump, the president who intended to completed everything that needed to be done, that has been bad-mouthed for the last 30 years. The embassy to Jerusalem, the prison reform, tax reform, please, everything. Confronted China, the thief of our intellectual and invention of this nation for the last 40 years. Come on. Bad news. But we shall overcome. We shall overcome. And as Martin Luther King said, okay, I've been to the mountain, big speech. You know, Dr. Reverend Martin Luther King. We have to remember him for his peaceful changes in the world. Tremendous. God bless.